And we're back for another episode of the Recap Show. But before we get started, TJ, you know what to do. Hit that intro music.
When I go, I drop. When I trip, I pop. When I go,
Welcome back, everybody, to the Recap Show. This is Drag Race Season 18, Episode 12. And the name of this episode was Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. This was actually
That's a long title.
It was a long title.
know.
But it was actually a pretty decent episode.
It was fun.
It was fun.
There was some shady Cowboys show.
They were. But before we get into that, in this fun episode of Drag Race, let's get into some drag names. TJ, Mr. T Drink over there, we're going to get started with you today.
I'm sorry, Mr. What?
Tea Drinker.
Oh, I heard something else. So I've been, over the last couple of weeks, I've been binge watching the original Stargate for all the nerds out there. And in this show, there's one particular villain called Anubis. And so I'm taking my inspiration from Anubis, and I am a new bitch.
Okay. Come on, new bitch.
Thank you.
Okay.
A new bitch.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Are you going where no one's gone before?
Well, that's Star Trek.
No, I know, but still, still out of space. Still out of space. We're keeping it in the same realm. Come on, new bitch.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, he actually just inspired because I was going to say something else.
Okay.
But since I just said Star Trek, I will be a whore. I
can't wait to get the spelling on this one down.
Okay, love this. Love that. Okay. Love that a lot.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
I'm here
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not going to keep it in the same realm as you guys. I already had a name pre-picked out. I'm going to go with this because I think this one's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Mercy Less.
Okay.
Mercy Less.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Is there a story behind that?
No, I've just been coming up with these really catchy names. I'm just okay, and they're not over the top.
Okay.
I've been trying to keep them a little bit more tame.
This is true.
Okay.
Within the realm.
All right.
What's going on here on the table? So okay.
Okay.
I like the names this week. This was actually pretty
That
good.
was literally off the fly for me because I had something completely else planned.
Well, you can save it for next week.
Yeah, I sure will.
Yeah. And we are actually kind of winding down to the end of the season because the season finale will air on April 17th, and our show will come out that following Monday. So, with that being said, let's get into this episode. What did you guys think overall of this week's episode?
I thought it was endearing. The Cowboys, like I said earlier, they were really they were fun. I feel like as far as makeovers go, when they bring in these random people, whether it be family members or whomever, I felt like this was the best group that they've ever brought in to do makeovers for. Like they were, as opposed to them just being fixtures and we're just gonna make these person over and we get a little backstory. I felt like they were actually a part of the show, as opposed to just being there to be made over. So I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I think that part of it, I think, was the best part of it. I feel like I say this every season, but the makeover episode is the one I really don't like because it often doesn't make a lot of sense. And so they didn't disappoint this season. I was very annoyed. I was annoyed because of the judging. It wasn't the performance of any of
We
them.
can get into that.
Judging annoyed the shit out of me.
Agreed.
But yeah, the makeover episode is never really my favorite. So,
all right, I actually enjoyed this episode, and I forget the Cowboy's name. But
Terry.
He passed away in December. Yeah. Which was kind of sad.
And he was young. He was only 60.
Yeah. But I think overall, this episode was really, really good. You felt emotions in this episode. Like you said, you got backstories.
Oh, so let's talk about that for a second. When I tell you I had a visceral response to the one that was in the army, And he was telling the story about his friend that got killed, he got beat with bats by his fellow. I had a visceral response to that. Like, this world is so evil, because I can almost guarantee you those people who killed that man are out here walking to them. Almost guarantee you nothing happened to those people.
So I'm so glad that you reminded me of that. When he said that he was friends with Barry Winchell, I gasped, because one of I won't say it's my favorite movies, but I've seen this movie a couple of times, and it tells the story of that person, of Barry Winchell.
Oh.
There's a movie called Soldier's Girl, and I've seen it a handful of times, but you
mentioned it before. Yeah, I remember you mentioning it.
It was originally, honestly, the first time I saw it was when Netflix was doing DVDs to the house. It's that old.
Oh, okay.
But I did see it again recently, but I don't remember on what. You can find it on. It
might be on Netflix.
It might still be on Netflix, but it's called Soldier's Girl. So I was like, oh my God, he knew this guy. Yeah, the story is tragic. The story is so tragic. So I'm forgotten about that. So I'm glad that you reminded me of that.
Yeah, I had like I think this is kind of off topic from Drag Race, but I've told you guys, because y'all keep asking me like, have I watched this? Have I watched this? It's been really hard for me to watch like dramatic shows or like just anything that's not just light, because the world feels so heavy. And then for him to tell that story in the workroom, it just it reminds me of how hateful the times we are living in now. These people are just so hateful, and even now I'm feeling it again. It's just like it struck a chord, and I just hate the times that we are living in right now. It is so hard for me right now. So Drag Race, and then doing this show with you guys, it's the lighter side of my life at the moment. So again, I enjoyed this episode because it felt light, it felt fun. Outside of him telling that story, it felt like I loved watching the Cowboys in the workroom.
Child, these bitches are catty.
They were catty, but it was fun.
They were worse than the drag queens.
Yes, they were giving fun shade.
It was fun, and it seemed like they're actually all friends outside of the show together.
Yeah, it did seem like they had a prior relationship.
Yeah, which was interesting to me. Before we move on, though, just to kind of go back to what you were saying, Ronald. So there's something coincidentally that RuPaul has said that continues to come back to me in like crazy times, and it's look but don't stare. Like, look at what's going on, but just don't stare at it. Because if you stare at it, it will start to affect you. You will start to become depressed. You will start to become hopeless. So it's like, sure, you know what's going on, be informed to your amount of, information that you want to take in, but just don't stare at it, because that's how you start driving yourself crazy. So anyway,
I agree with you with that. I mean, I have to deal with it a little bit more because of the other show that I do during the week. But I try not to let it affect me. Sometimes it can be a lot. But you have to have other things also that bring you joy and make you happy.
This is why I watch The Big Bang Theory and Golden Girls and
not even
Hot
that
in Cleveland.
not even that, but like I'll give a perfect example. Like this past week, we went out a lot. This past week,
we did,
and it just felt good to go out and do stuff, spend time with each other, be around other people that are just happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These other things are going on around us, but this will also live in the moment and just find joy in anything that you do. So with that being said, let's get into this week's episode and these looks.
Let's get into these looks,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about the horrible judging from Michelle Visage.
Yeah.
And Law.
Law actually wasn't as bad.
He wasn't as bad.
His comment to Discord was not necessary.
And we'll get into that discussion too, because there's a lot of online chatter about that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
let's
definitely.
Get these looks.
Okay. First up, we have Darlene and Bonnie.
This was so much fun, and as they were coming down the runway, I was like, I hope that Michelle gets it, because I completely got it. This could be. You ever seen that movie? It's with the girl from Bridesmaids. What's her name? Kristen Wiig, and I forget who plays with her, but they take a trip to Vegas, and that's what this reminded me of. This could be a movie, this could be a sitcom, I could see this story playing out in other ways. These two drag queens, just yucking it up in Vegas, and I felt like it would be hilarious to watch. I loved the story. Did it look good? Absolutely not. It wasn't supposed to look good.
But it's supposed to be
It wasn't supposed to look good.
I
It
think it looked
did
good.
exactly what it was supposed to do, and I absolutely loved it.
TJ.
No,
You have other thoughts. You
I
hated
do.
it.
I think it's because I don't know this. Like, apparently this is a type of woman, and I don't know this woman. I've never met this woman. I don't think I would ever want to meet this woman. So I don't get it. Like, I don't
That's
get
not
it.
what you're into.
Well, you know that. But I just don't. Honestly, I feel like this should have been in the bottom. Like this, this and Discord should have been in the bottom. I would be okay.
You need to go hit your vape.
Have you
Took
ever
edibles
seen?
before we started?
I don't think you took enough.
Have you ever seen Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion?
I know of it, but I've never seen it because.
Oh my God! Watch Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, and then imagine them going to Vegas and having fun.
Yeah. No, I thought this was cute. I thought they looked good because it's Cam, and this is definitely her lane.
Yeah.
This is definitely her lane.
I felt like Darlene knew what she could do. Darlene did what she could do, and they had fun doing it. I loved it.
I did so.
I think the problem for me is that there's like no cohesion in the looks. Like
But there is. If you pay attention to the story, watch the story. Like, they are just two sisters. They were sisters. They are two sisters just out being trashy.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Wild dressing.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
The biker shirts with the cheetah or leopard print. I love it.
Okay, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Well, you know what they say.
Yeah,
Everything ain't for everyone.
Yeah.
And this is clearly not for me.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Discord and Harmony. Now, this I understood more than I understood the other two.
I understood this too, and if you look at their face, they look alike. So I don't understand the disconnect about not being family resemblance. Like, Discord painted her to look exactly like her.
And
so I was
out of drag. This is Discord's brother. I'm like,
exactly.
I started thinking, like, is this a setup? Is this literally somebody that Discord know? Because they look just alike.
They do.
They did look exactly
And here's the thing, what I get, like, in order to be family, you don't have to be dressed alike and styled alike. Like, they were polar opposites, and like most kids from same families are always polar opposites. You're always like, well, how did you grow up in this family? But they looked alike, same hair color, same hairstylish, same makeup, and they had on similar material clothes. It's just in different colors. I don't understand how you don't see the resemblance.
And Michelle changes what she looks for from season to season, because there have been times where somebody dresses exactly alike and she says, oh, just because you're dressed alike doesn't mean you're a family resemblance.
Yeah.
And then here, they are dressed similarly. They're same outfits, just different color schemes, but their faces look exactly the same. And all of a sudden, because their outfits are completely different, they're not. Like, make it make sense, Michelle. What do you want? What are you looking for? Is production in your ear telling you to pick this apart a certain way? Because it didn't make sense. Between Discord and this person, Discord and Harmony, and then Jane and Maybe, like, you're not making sense. Michelle's not making. She made absolutely no sense this episode.
And that's why I don't like the makeover episode, because to me it never makes sense, because they're always talking about family resemblance, but I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, especially when you have, I forget the guy you were just talking about, the ex-military guy, and whoever he was paired with. I was like, there's no way that these two people are going to look alike. Like, what are you talking? I do not understand it. And if it's not in the clothes, you're saying it's in the makeup. Well, there's no, like, you have different facial shapes, so you can't put my face on this person's. Like, to me, it does not make any sense. So the way I judge this episode is like, who stylistically or look-wise, who looks better and who doesn't. I think this was a good pairing. I think they do look alike. I think, and I see the reference. I get it all. I don't think Discord did bad this season. I just don't think this episode, I just don't think she was the strongest out of
Right.
2 or 3 others. So it's not like I
Right.
think she did bad. I just think she just didn't do as well. So I'm just like, I do not understand the judging on the makeover episode. I really don't, and it bothers me.
I will say this. I thought that watching this, I even made this comment while we were watching. I said, this is probably one of the better episodes as far as like makeovers, because I thought everyone, for the most part, there was some resemblance. They looked good. I don't think anyone's did bad. I think, some were stronger than others. And it's kind of like you have to nitpick a little bit, because now also you're getting to like the finals area. And,
And that's the thing too. Like, I can understand nitpicking, but like, she was completely
off.
And then even Law's comment to Discord, he effing hated it. Like, why do you have such a negative? Like, that was completely uncalled for. Like, you just wanted a moment.
Why did you effing hate it? Like, I don't get that.
Like, sir,
it looked good. It wasn't like it was. They had proper clothes. It's not like they made this up and it looked bad. They looked good in the clothes. They had good shoes.
Yeah.
Listen, Discord's walk even looked half decent. Okay, I'll give her that.
Well, that's because she was like bouncing around the stage. Like, her presentation was cute.
Yeah.
Like, it just.
So like, I don't understand like the negative comments. Like, I can see, like I said, just nitpicking at little things because you have to at this point, because everyone I thought looked good. But it was just like, okay, girl.
And post-show, I love Discord's interview that she said, we only heard that little clip about how she took nothing that Law said to heart, and how you're a person who dresses celebrities. Your opinion doesn't matter.
When I think we should share that clip on the conference call IG page, because when I tell you, she read Law in such a way that it was.
She wasn't disrespectful.
It was factual, is what it was. There were no lies told. It was straight up factual. The way she said, what Law does is just you speak in rage bait, and I'm like, that's exactly what he do. Anytime you get Law on an episode of Drag Race, you automatically know there's going to be some clip, some teaser when he's on the episode with him saying something nasty. It's just him talking in rage bait.
He's constantly looking for a moment, and I think that's why I don't like him. Like, stop giving him opportunities to speak. He's constantly looking for a moment. Not even just here on Drag Race, but it was the same way on Project Runway. You're constantly looking to make a moment for TV instead of just bring your expertise. What you do with styling, with celebrities, yes, you dress them very well. You have to give him his credit where credit is due, but at the same time, don't be this person. You don't have to be this person. You're constantly choosing to be this person, and I don't understand why. Like we've made the reference before. Like, look at a Jason Bolden, who's extremely successful, and he's a pleasant person. You saw him on TV and you fell in love with his personality. Look at a June Ambrose. You love her. Like,
please look at June Ambrose.
Sergio Hudson. You love these people because they're not constantly looking for moments. Like, shut up. Stop giving him platforms to speak. Just stop.
I couldn't say more.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. I'm what I would like is to be able to, as someone who enjoys styling people, what I would like is to be able to look up to somebody like Law, because there are other stylists that I also look up to, but unfortunately, Law is so unlikable that you like. I can't. I just cannot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right, let's move on from him.
Next up, we have Jane and Maybe.
And again, Jane, I don't know how Jane did this. It's like she took her face off and put it on Maybe.
Yeah. Like,
they literally look exactly alike. And I don't understand how Michelle can fix her face to say, I don't see family resemblance. The material of the dresses are the same. The boa, they're just different colors. Just because it's a different silhouette doesn't mean... Like, what? Like, Michelle, what are you looking for? Make it make sense. There is no way Jane should have been in the bottom.
None.
I feel like maybe production, again, was in her ear, was like, okay, we kind of have to, for the show purpose, we have to make it seem like Jane didn't do so well. And I don't understand how everybody else on the panel, Rue didn't say anything, but I don't understand how the two other people on the panel were saying, what are you talking about? And Jane still ended up in the bottom. To your point, even though I loved Darlene could have been that third bottom, but safe. Like, Jane should not have been in the bottom for this look. Like, did they have to put her in the bottom for the show purpose because she's only ever been in the top?
I think you said something, and Jane actually pointed it out in the episode. She was just like, I'm really, really worried because I've never been in the bottom, and I feel as though I'm probably going to be, like, there was that fear that I think they were setting it up to say that she was going to be in the bottom this episode. I agree with you. I don't think she deserves to be in the bottom. Her partner looked exactly like her. And it was like the transformation of him in itself was like, what the fuck? Like, it was good. And they were so good.
The dresses look great. Like this is why I be confused on the makeover challenges, because I agree with you. There's no way Jane should have been in the bottom. I would have thought Jane would have been top 2 or 3. Like, this is crazy. So when they came out, I was like, oh, this looks great. There is family resemblance. Like, the looks, yes, like you said, there's a different silhouette. But guess who also had a different silhouette? Mikey and her queen, and they won. So it's not making sense.
Yeah,
it's not consistent judging.
That's a
come on.
point.
Come on. Yeah, stupid. I was pissed off this episode.
Okay.
Next up, Juicy and Lucy.
Surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah,
baby.
Me too.
I did not think Juicy was going to do well this episode.
This episode.
Child, when they came around the corner, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Juicy done did something, especially when she was first fitting her with the garment. I was like, what were you fitting to do?
When I tell you, when they were in the workroom, I was like, oh, Juicy going home. I was like, Juicy going home this week. Because I was like, Juicy is this big, and she got this big old man. I was like, I know she ain't bringing enough fabric to do nothing, and she can't sew. Oh, I was like, she going home. She going to the house. But then she bring this out. I was like, okay.
So they kind of let a little secret out of the bag too with production. It was very, like, you had to catch it. So Jane, I think it was Jane, mentioned, oh, I don't think Juicy brought something with the proper measurements. So with Jane saying that, or whomever said it, I believe they get the measurements for the person they're going to do a makeover for prior to coming to the show.
Oh.
They have to. There's no way, like, you can think of, all right, well, I'm going to bring something, but you don't know what type of body type you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're going to get a big person, a small person, a tall person,
exactly.
a short person.
It's like, how do you know to bring material for a certain person? So I think I'm pretty sure it was Jane, by Jane saying that, it makes me believe that they already know prior to coming into the show who they're going to get, or at least the type of person they're going to get to do the makeover for. Yeah.
So then the whole
it's all production, picking. Yeah, it's all just for the show. Because I even learned too, Megami, she actually wrote lyrics for Queens on this show. Like, when they do, like, the girl group challenges and stuff, she has done an interview where she said, oh, I wrote such and such's lyrics, I wrote such and such's lyrics. So they come to the show with lyrics already prepared for songs. But, like, when they're in the workroom writing, they're not actually writing the songs.
Girl,
that is one thing. After last season, the girls have been talking.
They've been talking for a couple of seasons, I feel like. I'm like, did the NDA get a little weaker? Because what happened? Because the girls are talking. Seasons past, you wouldn't know nothing about production.
Yeah, but you know, though, I'm finding a lot in like from social media, a lot of these reality shows, they're breaking that fourth wall, and you're finding out a lot about production. I mean, look at the stuff that we learned speaking with.
We don't know that.
Well, I'm just saying, in Project Runway, even the stuff that I'm not talking about the stuff that we didn't air. I'm talking about the stuff that we talked about publicly on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I mean, we've learned a lot of stuff about, Drag Race. And I mean, this has nothing to do with anything, but look at like the Bachelorette that was supposed to premiere today as of this recording. It's supposed to premiere Sunday night. the show got canceled 3 days ago because of the leaked footage, which ABC already knew about.
That part. So I saw an interview with someone who was supposed to host The Bachelor.
Yeah.
So there's a gentleman, I forget his name.
Black guy.
Yeah, black guy. He was vetted to host The Bachelor. It was between him, Tyra Banks, and Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
The guy. Michael Strahan. So they screened him, offered him the position, screened him again, and screened him yet again.
And I know the production book that they give him.
Exactly. And they gave him production he had to learn about all of the people who were going to be on the show.
And there's scripts that they give you.
And so they screened all of those people. They knew about this lady abusing her husband. It wasn't until
the video dropped.
The video came out that they decided to axe the show.
Yeah.
Had that video never came out, they would have aired the season.
So I say this to say, a lot of these reality shows are, we all know they're scripted to a certain degree. These production companies that are doing this stuff knows all these backstories of all these contestants and people that they bring on. Another perfect example is Love is Blind. They knew all these people and all their backstories, and they choose them specifically because they will bring drama. They have tormented past, and they've got things that don't come out till later on that stir up a lot of controversy and brings in ratings. Whereas, like, for instance, the only reason why they brought in on that one couple that still is married is because
they needed to have an ending.
They need to have at least one successful couple that got married and stayed married. Everybody else fell apart. They were all drama. And I think they realized that people won't watch the show if they don't see someone actually getting married and are able to maintain a marriage. But, so like, talking about Drag Race and finding all these things, I think this is becoming the norm. I don't care what type of NDAs these people are signing. I think that the NDAs really will only cover, like, don't say who won
or who goes on,
or certain plot twists in the show, but like all the behind the scenes production stuff, that's out the window. Everyone talks about it now. No one cares.
Okay. Well, next up, we have...
Sorry for that detour.
Because we talked about 6 other shows in like 5 minutes. Okay.
That's all right.
Nene and Patsy.
Oh, poor Patsy.
I would say this is probably the weakest look out of all the looks. And that's not... And I think this still looks good. I see the family resemblance, And you have to think about what Nene has to work with. It's a completely different body type, completely polar opposites, and you have to try to find some similarity to make them seem as though they belong to the same family. And family resemblance does not mean you have to look exactly like. You can have, say, mother and father, or whatever. It's just
Patsy could have been adopted. Like, but to your point earlier, TJ, like it's not fair to critique it in that way.
Yeah.
When Patsy is a big, burly black. Well, was he black?
Yeah.
Brown.
One of them was native.
No, he wasn't native. It was the other guy. No, he was a black guy.
Yeah, but even so, he's a big, burly man of color, right?
Yes.
There is no way you're going to find a family resemblance between this big, burly man of color and this pale white twink. Like, it's just it's never going to work. Even if they had the same exact outfit on, there still would not have been a family resemblance.
Because I think now this makes sense. Remember the comment I made? I was like, this episode, Nene looks really, really washed out and pale. And it's because of how they shot it. And I think that it was edit on this video that was intentional. You remember when I said that?
Yeah.
The lighting looks really, really harsh, so she looks very washed out. She had no color whatsoever. And contrasting against this person of color, I wonder if that was intentional, because I specifically, clocked that. I was like, she's never gotten this edit before where she looks so pale.
Okay.
And when you looked at her confessionals, she had more color in it, her confessionals, versus that episode. If you don't, go back and watch it again and just look at how pale she looks.
Yeah.
That is something I would have never even thought to pay attention to. I just think the whole family resemblance thing needs to just be thrown out the window. Because, again, to me, it just does not make sense. Like, think about Simone and Gigi Good. they're in the same drag family, but they look nothing alike. I'm like, so family resemblance, it just does not make sense to me. And it just seems like it's something that y'all just want to throw out, especially when it comes to like a queen and whoever they're having to make over being like two different races. So I'm just like, it seems like that's whenever y'all throw it out, like, oh, there's no family reason. Guess what? It won't be. Like, it just does not make sense to me, and it bothers me so much that that's a big part of the critique or whatever. I think this was decent. But I mean, what can you say? I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, unfortunately, this episode specifically just seemed heavily produced. As far as what was, because even Rue warned the girls about Michelle looking for a family resemblance and how she was going to tear them apart. Like, she tried to warn Discord, which was kind of like a prelude to say, hey, Discord, if you don't do this, you're going to be in the bottom. And she ended up being in the bottom and going home anyway. Like, I just felt like production's hand in this episode was heavy.
I agree with that.
I can agree with that too, because I'm going back to Jane and maybe there's no reason that they would have been in the bottom.
Exactly.
Unless this shit was orchestrated in some way. Like,
I think it was very much so orchestrated.
I think they wanted to take her down a peg because she's always been in the top.
She's only ever been in the top. She's never been safe. She's only ever been in the top. And I don't think
they wanted her to go through the whole entire season without, like, you know what it is? They wanted to get some type of emotion out of her, and the only way to do that is to put her in the bottom.
And I don't even know if it's necessarily about emotion. I think it's more so about telling the story of how, because it's obvious. Like I said this last week. It's obvious Jane is going to win, right? I think it's like we have to give it more of a story instead of her just constantly being in the top. But at the same time, Sasha Velour never had to lip sync,
and she won.
But Sasha Velour was different because now here you have. I think she was just a different beast altogether.
No, you think about Sasha Colby.
I was going to say, you think about Sasha
Velour. Sorry. Yeah. Corrected.
Your fave. Yeah. Just throw the whole episode away. If you ask me.
I wouldn't say throw the whole episode away. Like I said, I enjoyed the workroom.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the workroom. I enjoyed the Cowboys.
That was nice. Yeah.
He's over it.
Next.
All right, next up, Mikey and Morgan, the winners.
And to your point, the silhouette is different. And also, was it kind of cheating the fact that she is a drag queen?
I mean, she has experience.
I mean, Mikey had no control over that.
Yeah,
Mikey had no control over that.
I wouldn't say that it's not. It's not. I wouldn't say that it's cheating. I would just say she had an advantage. Unfortunate advantage.
She had a leg up.
Well, unfortunate to the other girls. Fortunate for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mikey painted her. It's not like she painted herself.
This is true.
The only thing
they did look alike.
Yeah, I mean, she knows how to walk in heels, but so did some of the other guys know how to walk in heels.
Child, once Terry put them shoes on, he did not take them off.
Okay. I'm okay. Whoever the really high, the kind of more feminine voiced guy,
Chris.
One. Yeah,
his name was Chris.
Let me tell you, I'm so glad I watched the pit stop because they named something that I didn't even realize I needed a name for this particular situation. So when Chris, was that his name?
His name was Chris. Yeah.
When Chris was first in makeup and like started and said something in the workroom, he started being shady or something and like set up the chair like in the middle of the room or something. When he spoke, I was like, wait, who is this? What queen is this?
I thought the same thing.
The pit stop, they said Hormona Lisa. I said, oh my God, it is Hormona Lisa. That is Hormona Lisa.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this queen. Wait, how did she get here? I was like, bitch, that's Hormona Lisa. Go back and watch that little part. Bitch, that's dead ring. The way she was painted and her voice, I was like, bitch, that's Hormona Lisa. Oh my God. It was hilarious. But yeah, Hormona Lisa was apparently made a cameo.
Did she get disqualified?
Hormona Lisa?
Yeah.
No, she got eliminated.
She got eliminated. Okay.
I think we wanted her to get disqualified.
Yeah, I feel like there was some controversy around her though, wasn't there?
Well, she was the one that apparently got handpicked by Rue. Remember, she went to the book signing or something.
Oh
and
yeah. Okay.
That's her. And then she got saved
Oh,
with
her.
the pull the
Yeah,
lever
with the
when
lever,
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That was the last one, right?
That was the last one.
Was that all of them?
Yeah, there's only like six.
Six,
Was it 7 queens or
then
6?
5.
Wait,
now.
who had Chris? Who had Chris then?
Which one? What was Chris's name?
I forget.
Wait, what did Chris look like? Oh, the really feminine one. I shouldn't say it like that.
Oh, Darlene. Darlene had him.
That's right. That's
He was
right. I was like, I
Darlene's
can't remember
sister.
who's who.
Gotcha. Okay.
So who's in the bottom again?
Nene and Discord.
Yeah. And of course, we know Discord went home.
Yeah.
Discord didn't really know the words.
Discord did not know the words, and you could tell Rue was irritated.
Yeah. Oh, we got video.
Like they kept panning to Rue during it, and the look on his face was like you can tell he was irritated.
Yeah, I was disappointed in that too. I was like, damn, the girl don't know the words. Well,
yeah. It seems like so lip syncing this season seems to be a struggle. You had Vita who didn't know the words. You had Kenya who didn't know the words. Now you have Discord who doesn't know the words. Like, what is it with these queens not knowing the words to these songs?
yeah, what's up with that?
and I'm sure they're given time to know. Like they all know. They're all given the same song. You don't know who's going to be in the bottom.
I am pretty sure before they get to production, they give them, these are going to be your lip sync songs this season.
Yeah.
And they have all the time between the time they're selected to the time they get into that workroom. And then they give them extra time to learn the song for the week. So
I wonder. I wonder if they have that much time.
I would like to find out. Like that's one of the little tidbits I want to find out.
I feel like they do.
I mean, it could be when you arrive on set. Here's your list of songs. I don't know.
Can we talk about the songs real quick? Like I feel as though they need to have someone who really needs to pick these songs, and the songs need to be high energy all the time. I'm okay with a ballad here and there, but like some of these like.
No, every now and then you need a good park and bark. I just feel like these are, I think the songs they pick are the songs that the queens perform in clubs. Not necessarily this group of queens, but I feel like they probably do the research to say these are the songs that are currently trending in clubs and shows.
Oh.
Just because of the type of songs that they are. Like they're never like really like current songs unless they have the artist as a guest judge. They're always kind of like these like off-brand type of songs. Because like, where did this Ariana Grande song come from?
I have a suggestion.
What's the suggestion?
So we want the karaoke on Thursday.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Maybe they need to have like karaoke screens in the back behind the judges where they can look up just to get the words, just in case they have to memorize. We don't have to see it, but like give them that little extra help because like sometimes it's just so painful to see.
And
them
that's the thing too. Celebrities do it all the time. Beyonce had words on the screen.
Hello, yes.
This is
At
true.
concerts, they all have the words, or they're on the floor.
Artists don't even know the words to their own songs,
Yes.
so why not give these queens
It's true.
a leg up?
I mean,
Yes, have the karaoke screen. That was a good suggestion.
Oh my God.
Have the karaoke screen going, child.
Wow. Yeah, it was. I can't even really say it was Darlene's Discord's time to go because I just don't think she did the words this week.
Honestly, too, though, I feel like this is probably just their way to get rid of her. She hasn't been in the top. She hasn't won anything.
Yeah.
And at this point in the competition, it's like I said last week, why are you here? So I think this was just, again, production's heavy hand in the episode. This was just production okay, let's trim the fat.
Well,
it was a way for production.
All right,
to
so
trim
if
the
she didn't
fat.
go home, who you thought should have went home this week then?
Honestly, the bottom two. No. I feel like the bottom two was correct. However, I still don't feel like Jane should have been in the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think
The
so.
bottom three was not correct. I do agree that Darlene probably could have been in the bottom, but I think the bottom two, with the group of queens who are left and how well everybody else did, the bottom two was correct.
I thought Juicy was going to go home this week. But here's the thing: she pulled one out of the bag. So my thing is like maybe she's going home next week. Like we've talked about, I don't
Wait,
think
who?
Juicy has any more tricks.
Oh,
Juicy, I don't think she has any. I don't think
Well,
she has
next
any
week
more tricks.
is an improv challenge, and we know Juicy is
Oh,
not.
Oh Lord
shit.
Jesus!
Yeah, this is true. I think for this week, I would have swapped out in the bottom. I would have swapped out Nene for Darlene. Like I feel like Darlene in the bottom, but I do feel like it was inevitable for Discord to go home because even if she lip synced against Darlene, I feel like Darlene would have done better than her, and Discord didn't know the words. So
yeah.
Okay, all right. So are those all your final words for the this episode? You got anything else?
Good riddance to this episode. I'm not a fan.
It's honestly is giving the Ginger Minge edit. Like we know at this point who's going to win because it got to the point where we knew obviously this was Ginger Minge's season, right? So this is feeling like this is obviously Jane's season to lose. If for whatever reason Jane doesn't win, like it. Honestly, it just would not make sense at this point for Jane not to win. I don't see any of the other queens winning over Jane.
So, okay, let me ask this question.
I like Darlene.
I love Darlene.
I think Darlene could be like. I think she's a dark horse. I think that she could win it. I didn't see this for her.
But I did not see Darlene getting this far. How about that?
You know what? Me either.
That's what I mean by dark horse. Like she can sneak up and like snatch it from like Jane. Give me my shit.
I still don't see unless. Has she lip synced before?
No, we have not seen her lip sync other than the talent show.
The only way I would see that for Darlene is if she surprised the fuck out of me in a lip sync. If she come out and turn a lip sync almost on like a Juicy level, I would be like, now wait a minute, Darlene, hold on. But I still don't see it for her. Not as a winner. I think she's likable. I just don't see her winning.
So here's the thing, too. Next week is an improv challenge. We know Darlene is crazy.
Yeah.
So Darlene might actually do really well next week,
and win.
Which would put her in a top position because that would give her second win if she wins. So
in so many weeks,
it is not
impossible.
It is not impossible for Darlene to not win. However, I still just don't see anybody else winning but Jane at this point.
I don't know. RuPaul has done stranger things.
But, okay.
Well, Nymphia beat Saphira. That was that.
Can we stop using that as an example? I so disagree, but I understand. Okay. Is this Mikey's second or third win?
I thought it was her third, but apparently it was only her second.
It was her second win.
She said it was her second. I thought she had already had 2 wins.
Maybe we're thinking about like a mini challenge or something.
Probably.
Maybe. I could have swore she had 2 wins.
So the first one was what? It wasn't the Rusical because Jane won that one. What was her first win?
No, she did win the Rusical.
No, Jane won the Rusical.
Nuh-uh. Mikey won the Rusical. Jane was in second.
No.
Mikey did win the Rusical. Who played Annie? Who played the main character?
Mikey.
Yeah, so the main character won. Mikey won.
Yeah.
Mikey won. Jane won that.
Yes, Mikey won the Rusical.
Are you sure?
Right.
I'm positive. Mikey
Y'all can
won
look that shit up offline.
We're going to have to verify that.
Yeah.
I strongly feel that it's Jane, but okay.
While they do that, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to hit the notification button.
Oh, wait, no, Jane did win.
Oh, wait.
Thank you. I knew I wasn't crazy. Don't gaslight me.
I mean, you are crazy, but still.
Well, I'm factual. I'm correct. I'm crazy and correct.
Okay. Again, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share, and then hit the notification button so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. This drops every Monday at 8 a.m. And until we see you guys next time, have a great week ahead. Have a great weekend. It's springtime, people. Go outside.
Touch grass.
Yeah.
Child, this is feeling like a Jamaican goodbye.
Deuces!
I go, I drop. When I trip, I pop.